Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Travis Dykes, and today we have another What Is That episode, and this is gonna be a little bit different than some of my others because I have a friend that's gonna be joining me. But before I ask him to come in, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what we're doing today. We got these two basses from Donner and Glarry they make some really cool beginner basses, and I just wanted to do a comparison just to kind of show you guys, you know, all the ins and outs of some beginner basses and see how they work in a professional situation. You're probably like, hold on, what do you mean professional situation? So basically what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go through these basses and I'm gonna take them and play them on an actual pro gig. I would like to introduce you one of my close friends, Justin Cobb, who's gonna be helping me with this video.
What's up, guys? Your boy.
Justin is a guitar luthier. He makes guitars. He has a company called Neo Guitar Concepts.
That's right.
And they make some incredible handmade guitars. And
They as in me. Right?
Yes, they.
I wish it was a they.
But he's gonna be helping me go through, because I know just like the practical aspect of, you know, basses and instruments like that. He knows the ins and outs, what kind of wood is good, what kind of pickups, what kind of strings, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so he's gonna be helping me to figure out if these basses are good purchases, or, you know, if they're like, maybe we could spice them up or something, you know?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be going over one bass, 4-string bass from Donner, and another 4-string bass from Glarry. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's open these basses up and see what we got. Oh wow, that's nice. Dude, that looks super clean.
It really does.
If I were to go into a pro gig with that, nobody would probably question me.
No.
Just because of the look itself.
Yeah.
They have a string action ruler, so you can use this to measure the height of your strings from the neck. That's cool. Cool. You ready?
Yes. You see here, let's learn about the Glarry basses here. Why choose Glarry? Number 1, affordable price. Number 2, good sound quality. Number 3, great for beginners. Number 4, straight out of the box. What does that mean? Why choose Glarry? Straight out of the box. Anyway, so this is their P bass.
This is the P bass, the GP bass.
And that's the G jazz bass.
Why don't we show the people?
Can you see it?
It's the GP, the G
This
jazz.
bad boy. This is
What's the
one.
last one?
I don't know. That one's different. The GIB bass? The
Ibanez. Oh my god. The jib. The jib.
That's funny.
That's
funny.
That's
okay, so this body material is basswood.
Huh. I don't know what basswood is.
Well, that's why it's so lightweight. It's very inexpensive. I think all of these are the same. Yeah, they're all the same. One volume, one tone, fixed bridge system.
And you know what's interesting? So we're taking a look at the Glarry bass first. We were just talking about this case. This is wow, look how skinny it looks on the camera. And I'll be honest with you,
It's made of parachute material. Or maybe a grocery bag.
I'll be honest with you, if you're getting a beginner bass, my expectations for cases are, this is what I expect.
Yeah.
Don't like make your judgment call based off of just the case, because honestly, most times you're not traveling with it that often, you know, and so that's the reason why beginner basses, they don't necessarily take all the time, or, you know, put like a lot of money into a case, because you're just keeping it around the house or going to a lesson if you're a beginner. So what else we got?
You want to look at these things?
Yeah.
Also, I don't even know what parachute material feels like. We got a generic cable here.
Whoa, what was that?
Allen wrenches. You get 2. One for the bridge to adjust height of the string, and one to adjust your truss rod.
Dang, that's huge. That's a pretty big one. Because most times these are not this long, which this actually is very helpful though if you are trying to adjust the truss rod, because the truss rod is actually located right here in this little divot right here, so you could reach that really easily right there.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous even just putting it there.
Yeah. Just don't go cranking on that.
All right, so this is the strap. Well.
What is that, a belt?
This is definitely not leather.
Oh no, a good leather strap is the cost of this bass. I don't know what this is, but I'm sure it would hold. I mean, like you said before, if you're playing this just as a beginner, you're not gonna be on stage probably doing stuff. You're just gonna be sitting on your couch or playing in your room or something.
If you needed a better strap, you know, I wouldn't just be looking for that in a package. I mean, if you got a good package to have one, that's a plus. But this is pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty thin and flimsy, very flimsy.
It's made of the same material as the case. I'm kidding.
that I've never seen anybody actually for a bass put a pick in the box. That's so different, you know. All right, so this bass is said it was the body's basswood, right? So it's real. That's the reason why it's so light.
Yeah.
I noticed this with this bass is that the neck is pretty so I get usually, you know, you can see right here.
The neck dive is pretty serious.
The neck dive is like the neck is super heavy, you know, essentially. If you're playing on stage, that wouldn't be fun. So be honest, I'm not super stoked about trying this one right now. It's a beginner bass. That's the thing you got to realize. It's just a beginner bass.
It's got some flaws, just from how guitars are made and stuff that they don't take the time to get out. But if you're just starting to play, you're not going to care about those.
Yeah. The only thing for a beginner bass that you want to be looking for is that it makes sound.
Yeah, you want it to play decently well, or you'll get frustrated and quit. You know, so.
But yeah, as far as the action goes, just straight out of the box, it's actually not bad. Like, this is better action than what I had on my first bass. The neck is actually, I would say, it's pretty flat, right? I mean, see, I'm looking down this like I know what I'm doing. I'll let you.
I typically go this way.
Oh, that way.
Once you get it tuned to pitch, sometimes they have a tendency to just keep on bowing. But this one's
pretty
almost
flat.
It's weirdly perfectly flat.
And it's got what is it? A tone knob and a volume?
Yep, volume and tone, and then just a split single coil.
All right, let's take a look at the Donner bass. I'll go ahead and say already the case is actually pretty padded, I would say, for just like a beginner bass, especially comparatively to the Glarry one. And I would actually say it would protect it from something.
Yeah. If it were to fall over right now, it would protect it.
Let's take a look. What accessories you got with it?
Yeah, so the strap, I will say, is pretty decent quality. This is not going to be, you know, real leather, obviously, but it's way thicker. The cable is quite a bit higher quality to me.
Yeah. Because I honestly feel like this strap and cable probably would last you quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
You could definitely use that.
Yeah. This one is actually pretty balanced. The weight between it's a lot. I will say this one's quite a bit heavier than the Glarry bass. But as far as the balance, though, I could sit here and it's perfectly balanced. It feels like, you know, my bass mods that I use as far as balance goes.
They're identical.
As far as the action comparatively, the action on this is quite a bit higher comparatively to the layer.
Straight out of the box.
Straight out of the box.
They did say that was one of their 4.
Honestly, the first thing I would do after getting this bass would be lower the action because it's pretty high, and it's not like bad to where you can't play it, but if I'm gonna play this live, I'm gonna have to definitely bring it down because it's just a little high for my taste. Same unfinished neck, right? I guess they didn't have as many imperfections.
They've definitely sanded it more. This one's real smooth.
As far as the tuners go, it's pretty much the same, you think?
I think they're probably identical.
Why is the tuners important, like, as far as quality was?
Less quality you have, the more slippage they will have, and so you'll tend to go out of tune more. Whereas the better the tuner is built, it doesn't move unless it's supposed to.
I don't think you had a packet to read.
No, Donner didn't come with a packet, but it's the same thing, I'm sure. Volume, tone, looks like identical bridge.
Yeah, same configuration, probably single coil.
Yeah.
What do you think? You
I
impressed?
think are we picking a winner?
Even though I haven't even plugged these in yet and really heard what they sound like, I'm a little bit more excited to play the Donner. Yeah, it feels like a little bit more quality when compared to the other one. But with basses, you just got to remember, if you're trying to find a bass, just know that you may not get everything. There's going to be something that has to be sacrificed to get it to that low price. All right, well, let's plug it in. Now, I'm going to start off with the Donner bass. The Donner bass is the one that I've been like low-key a little bit more excited about, just because of the balance of the weight and the feel of it. It just feels like, what I'm used to, at least. Let's check out the tone and playability and see how it feels. Well, there's a couple of things I already noticed, about this bass as far as tone goes and as far as just playability goes. First, the action on this is crazy high. Like, I'm getting a crazy workout, and it's even like affecting like my accuracy a little bit. So before I actually play this live, I know for a fact that I'm not gonna play it just the way it feels right out of the box, which I don't necessarily always suggest that. If you get a bass, no matter if you're getting a beginner bass, super cheap bass, mid-range, or high-range bass, sometimes high-range basses, they just feel good straight when you get them, so you don't have to do a setup. But if you get a new bass and it just really feels bad, like as far as the playability and everything, just make sure you get a setup. A setup makes a big difference. So outside of that, the tone actually sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound amazing, This is just straight up with the stock strings and everything. It actually, it feels all right. This is supposed to be mimicking a jazz bass. All right, let's check out the Glarry and see how it holds up to the test. Already, I could go ahead and tell you this action feels, it feels right on. So I'll go ahead and tell you right now, this bass just automatically straight out of the box feels like way better, especially playing wise and tone wise too. This bass is not necessarily supposed to be mimicking a jazz bass sound, but it's mimicking a P bass sound. This is the Glarry P bass, the GP bass. Like, just sitting here playing it, man, it feels really good. This has got the original strings on it, just like this is just straight out of the box. It's got your volume and tone. Right now I've got my tone kind of midway, kind of like I did with the Donner. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna change anything with this one. The tone of it sounds already pretty good. It's still got that little bit of a, like if I let it go, it's just like kind of, like it doesn't, there's no balance there because the neck is so heavy. I think I can make this work. I think where I'm gonna probably get into the issues when I actually stand and have this strapped on and playing it in a show. I'll see how that works. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna take both of these basses on tour with me this month, and just when I'm playing with this artist, I'm going to just sub one out for a song. And I'm not gonna do it the entire gig because hey guys, I don't wanna get fired. But I'm just gonna do it for one song that I feel like that would shine the most in, and then see how it plays. All right, guys, so I just got back home from tour. I was gone pretty much the entire month of September. So if you saw my channel not go have a lot of, you know, plays or a lot of videos posted, that's why. It was just a really crazy, I was gone literally the whole month. I only had like 5 days off. But during all this chaos and busyness, I wasn't able to get a ton of like just original audio footage of me playing the basses, but I can definitely attest to you, I tried both of them and I've used both of them. The Donner bass is the one I kept getting compliments over, because I was telling the guys in the band, this is what I'm doing. You tell them about the video and everything, and they were just like, man, that bass actually sounds pretty good for, you know, the price. And like I kept getting that. Now from the Glarry bass, I will say it didn't have quite a good review outside, and honestly it was more so on my side because I started playing it and I realized it was one of those things, like both of them were pretty drastically different than my original, like my bass mods, but I'm telling you, it was rough. Even listening back on the edit of me playing through the basses, man, I didn't really love the Glarry's tone. And remember, these are beginner basses, like, so I'm not really expecting anything great from these, but the Glarry's tone just didn't show up enough for me to play. And I just realized, I was like, man, if I play this, I'm gonna get a look from the artist and I may not be back on this gig. So I realized during rehearsal, I was like, I can't use this one. So the Glarry didn't really hold up, but the Donner did hold up. Even though I had to lower the action on it, it still held up in a professional setting. So both these basses are pretty good, you know, beginner basses to be looking at. They're both $100, you know, and they both have, I mean, like it's like I said before, you're gonna sacrifice something getting a cheap bass anyways. All you really need it to be is something that makes sound and also plays pretty well. And that's really it. Anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also hit that subscribe if you like my channel. And if you like this type of video of me doing comparisons and trying it out in a professional setting, let me know in the comments. I'll be honest with you, I had a lot of fun with this. And I really kind of would like to do this again. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more videos like this. And it doesn't just have to be basses. It could be other equipment like iRigs or headphones, different things like that. Just let me know in the comments and I will do it for you. Also, I want to thank Justin Cobb, one of my best friends, for being a part of this video. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think about him. And also, go ahead and give his channel some love. He's just starting a YouTube channel. And he's gonna be posting a lot of cool stuff about guitars and basses and about, you know, all these different things that are really, really cool. His channel's gonna be linked in the description, so go check it out, give him a subscribe, and you won't regret it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.